finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Blues of Paris. With my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Paris team as it gets ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers. They certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
On second down, McClellan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But you look at this defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they got to take care of. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
That's taken on the 25. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Well, you look at the list of cities that most people thought were likely to entertain taking on a relocated NFL franchise. London was likely at the top of the list, but this city, Paris, hosted the 2024 games. They have the infrastructure. The fan base is coming along, and it's going to be interesting to watch how this team is received here in the French capital. So far, the early returns, excellent. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Alford will work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. They run the counter. Alford, strong running at the 30. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on first and goal.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Blues will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Now back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Blues lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. When you look at this defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hoover. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Alford. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Alford. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Blues are able to widen their advantage. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 5. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. (21-3) is your score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Taking it about the 16. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, McClellan, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Up the middle they go. McClellan. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Buckner. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's a gain of 14.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd down and 8.
Up the middle they go. Alford. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Blues go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
2nd and 2.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and it's the Elks who are out in front. The Elks trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Alford. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
They'll run on first down. Alford. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Alford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw now on first down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Blues are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, good move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now pass complete to Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. back to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Blues just continue to roll. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Blues get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
He's got him in, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit, and once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 3. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Buccaneers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
On second down now, Alford, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
104 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On first down, Alford. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run the counter. Alford. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On second down, Alford. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Alford, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Paris, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.